This is Oilersnation Radio, your one-stop shop for everything Oilers. 1 hour of straight hockey talk with Bagged Milk, Tyler, Liam, Rick, and Dan starts now.
Welcome into an all-new edition of Oilers Nation Radio. It's a Halloween edition of the show.
It's spooky.
BM on camera, first time in nation history.
It is. I'm here.
Everyone can see your fingers.
Face reveal.
A little bit.
Where's the camera?
BM is a zombie in a Blue Jays jersey.
I can't see the camera. I'm pointing at it.
Liam.
A penguin.
Dan.
Hello, Bart.
Sideshow Bob, which is actually a very, and again, I've talked about this on O&E. I think I've talked about it on all the shows, but like my thing with costumes is I just kind of want to wear normal clothes.
Yeah.
And I like that yours is very simple.
Yep.
Orange shirt, orange shorts, wear the hat. Is that what we got from the Simpsons sent us that, right?
The Simpsons sent me a care package for the promotion of Top Goon, the episode.
I do love to show off the script that they sent us.
Yes.
I was lucky to take one.
That was a cool moment. I am the zookeeper that killed Harambe.
How dare you?
I'm kidding.
That started this whole thing.
Yep. No, I'm just a normal zookeeper. Amber's a lion. It's half of our couple's costume for this year.
Tyler's hosting today because I bought this costume thinking it would be funny. I can't see at all.
No.
Unless I stretch things out.
So
like
you
this.
did all your hosting prep and then just sent me your notes.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to read.
How's my prep looking to you?
That's good. It's good. Very, very in-depth. There's lots for us to get to. The usual stuff, Ask the Idiots, Hot and Cold Performers, our betting segment, the news. But as always, we begin the show with a delicious debate. It's brought to you by Oodle Noodle, where you can take advantage of the value menu deal, where you can add 2 green onion cakes, 5 spring rolls, or 6 wontons to your order for just $2. It's valid on any signature or premium box, but on takeout orders only. So head to oodlenoodle.ca today. Boys, delicious debate time. There are probably a bunch of angles we could take this thing.
Just a sigh already.
Let's talk Olympic goaltenders. You said we could go anywhere with it.
I know my 3.
Sam Montembeau.
No way.
Not a chance.
There's no way.
How about Aiden Hill?
He hasn't played in so long.
But he'll be there.
And who's
I'm not
the other
convinced
guy?
he would be there. It depended on how he comes back in his return.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well,
I mean,
who's
he's
your
in
3
the
then?
conversation. Well, until yesterday, I did have Skinner in it. And my one defense on Skinner, which people will argue with me against, and it's fine. I don't really give a shit. Out of Canadian goaltenders, he has the second best goals against average this season. Yesterday was the first time he's allowed more than 3 goals. My point was, like, if he's able to kind of maintain this,
You know they're never going to take him, though, right? Like the PR of it, they'll never take him. They would not, dude. They would not.
I mean, I
There's no
don't
way.
think never. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like there's a 2 of the 3.
There are not.
I guarantee if we all wrote down 3 names on a piece of paper and revealed, not one of us would have the same 3.
And one of us would probably put like an American on it.
Accidentally, yeah. Joey Dakota would make someone's list.
I think it's just going to be Logan Thompson who gets Montembeau's spot. And they're obviously going to keep Binnington because they want the big game experience. And he kind of earned it last year at the Four Nations. But
Is there a young goalie?
do
we have, like,
Hofer,
a
but he
young-
sucks this year.
Yeah. And then you can't take Binnington and hope for that Doug Armstrong. That'd be a bad luck for him.
Yeah. So I think Logan Thompson just gets a spot.
Yeah,
which he's earned.
I don't think Stuart Skinner's going to the Olympics. I think that would be pretty naive of me.
You just think there's a conversation about it.
I just think there should be a conversation because no one else is playing good either.
Yeah, that's fair. Is there a way we can just rip the Band-Aid off on this one and do the Evan Bouchard conversation in the form of a delicious debate?
I found it was fascinating last night.
What scale of 1 to 10, how concerned are you with Bouchard's start to the year?
So I was talking about this with Quads. I have a lisp now I'm noticing as I'm talking. I don't like that. But I was talking about this with Quads this morning, and I bet if we went through our notes from last October, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. His controller disconnected. Last night was brutal. There's the 2 giveaways that went directly for goals, but like, he's going to be fine. It was a bad game. You're allowed to have a bad game.
Guys have bad games.
It happens. And last night was a bad game.
And to be fair,
Stu
this is a
couldn't
bad
cover it
stretch, but
Yeah, he's not having a great start to the season, but Stu couldn't cover up those mistakes either. And I think that there's more than just Bouchard to blame for how last night ended.
yeah.
I think so too. He's just a poster boy for it, isn't he?
Well, it's because he made egregious errors.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to sugarcoat it any other way. Like, and that's always been the problem with him, and we all know it. Like, we can all have our arguments for it, but like, at the end of the day, there's no disputing. Like, when there's a crazy turnover, 9 times out of 10, it's his fault.
Yeah,
you know,
Like the first goal, cross ice on the blue line.
Unnecessary.
Can't happen.
Unnecessary.
Third
play.
goal, couldn't get out of his own line. Now, I want Stu to make a save on that one.
Yep.
Fine. And then on the OT goal, he basically just let JT Miller walk right in. So not a good night from Bouchard, but like concerned, no. He kind of does this.
Yeah, I'm not concerned because it's not nothing. We haven't learned anything.
I think
I mean, like it's just who he is, and I mean, before that, he played 2 pretty decent games. 3 assists the other day against Utah. Finished +3 on the game.
What have you done for me lately, though, Bouch?
Oh well, he gave his +3 back.
Yeah,
last night.
yeah, you sure did.
the shift over to 11 and 7 has me like, I don't know, like it has me confused in the sense that the team doesn't necessarily have like confidence in their whole decor right now. It just,
I think that's fair though. Yeah.
it feels like they're just kind of trying to see what can stick right now to just kind of keep the water levels within this boat kind of normalized while they're trying to bail out the other end. I don't know. Like it's just frustrating as an Oilers fan. You know that they're better than this as a team. But
Well, and last night, Bob on the broadcast almost said, I wonder if somebody's banged up on the back end.
Then scratch him.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that too.
totally
Like we're
agree.
so early in
Totally
the year.
agree.
Why are we playing guys if they're not 100%? Right? Like why are we even?
I mean, we've already started kicking the can down the road of Regula and Kapanen, and I know those guys are legit hurt. Don't get me wrong, but like, how long does Jaime need to be out for another week? Like, I don't know. I'm just speculating a little bit, but it's just like it's not like they've shown that they're afraid to do that in the past. I think too, like the other thing with the 11 and the 7, I really don't mind it, especially when you're at home. I think it gives you even more of an advantage. But if you're if you're gonna have a guy who makes a mistake like Bouchard, then play your other 6 defensemen.
yes,
They did it with Nurse the other day.
They did
Well, that's
it
what
with
I want to say.
Nurse.
Like and I wrote it at Oilersnation.com after last night's game because I actually thought Darryl played pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 good performance.
That just has to be consistent. If you're going to hold Nurse accountable, hold other guys accountable.
Because they did the right thing.
They did. And here's where I'll maybe like speak in defense of the way they're handling the Bouchard thing, because I know people like take him off the power play. Why don't you bench him? All this stuff. So he turns over that puck. It's a 3-3 game. Okay. Then you get a power play late in the game. As a coach who is trying to do everything he can to get that second point, do you sit there and go, sending a message to Bouch and putting Wallman out there? Or do you sit there and go, you know what? As much as I'm pissed at the guy, we're on a power play. He gives us the best chance of any defenseman to score here. I got to do what's right for the team here. I got to try and get these 2 points and do everything I can to get these 2 points.
Thinking about that, I wouldn't mind if he used Wallman.
I wouldn't either, but again, like gun to your head, tie game. Who do you want on the ice? Bouchard or Wallman?
This early in the season, I would have gone with Wallman. If
So-
this is the playoffs, it's no question.
Here's the other angle of it. If Bouchard, so say the play happens, whatever. Bouchard went out basically for his regularly scheduled shift right after.
Mm-hmm.
I think Knobloch could have saved himself a little bit by being like, you're benched, like you're done. And then the power play comes around and you're like, okay, like go redeem yourself.
Yeah.
You've been sat for 5 minutes. Now's your time. I think that's a fair way of like kind of going about it. Because I agree with you. Like he's your best option to go and win a game.
Yep.
But that's just not what happened. And I think fans are just going frustrated with it when Knobloch comes out and his post game is straight up just lies. Like he just says, we hold everyone accountable. It's like, well, you're clearly holding players accountable differently.
And well, I mean, what is being held accountable, I guess? Because I think there's
a bench. I guess I'm strictly saying like benching players for mistakes because Nurse made 2 mistakes the other day.
he did.
And Bouchard, which both led to goals, and Bouchard did the same.
And he benched
And he-
Darnell for about
3 shifts.
7 to 10 minutes. Yeah. Somewhere
It
in
was
that range.
2 minutes left in the period to 13 minutes left in the period.
9 minutes.
So more than 3 shifts.
Yeah, that's quite a. That's
Yeah, 'cause
half a
he-
game. Half
he
a
like-
period, sorry.
Although I think there was a power play mixed in
His
there. I don't know.
TOI was
Okay.
like 1640 or something.
Yeah,
like
he
that.
was
And that was
low.
by far his lowest of the season.
But with Bouchard, like, again, what is being held accountable? Do you sit him for shifts? Yes, you could. Maybe all Knobloch's saying is like, yeah, when we go into the room, like Knobloch's not afraid to sit there and go, Bouch, not good enough. And like, that's also being held accountable, getting called out in front of your teammates.
I think this early in the season, I would not have minded at all if he had been like, all right, Bouch, you're sitting Jake Wallman out there. Because Wallman's playing really good hockey right now. And he's putting points up.
Nurse had 2 goals.
And Darryl could have got the hat trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, both from a forward position.
Also, One time, like,
Oh no.
good for
I'm
Darnell.
not saying that. I'm just
No,
like,
no.
it's just interesting that one was on in Leon's office and the other one was at the goal line. That's all.
Don't take this as me comparing Skinner and Shesterkin, but both those goals Darnell scored, if Stu Skinner gives up goals of that caliber, this fan base riots. I joked, I said, before the ref even points to say goal, Skinner is trending in Edmonton if he gives up
Without
either one of those
question.
goals.
Well, he was even
100%.
that thing the other day. I think it was Chiklis that did it. Of when Skinner made the mistake behind the net. It was like, here's how things are going in Edmonton. Pretty sure I didn't see that yesterday when Shesterkin
No,
carried the puck across.
there was no, here's how things are going in New York.
The other thing that was funny from the show today, so I think Shesterkin finished with a better save percentage than Skinner last night, but Skinner's, and this is why stats can be just so fluctuating, Skinner's expected goals was like 3.2 or something like that against, whereas Shesterkin's was like 1.3. It's like, okay, well, which stat are you nitpicking at this time? Is it the save percentage is better? It's like, well, he actually let in 2 goals that probably shouldn't have gone in.
Well, the other thing too
You know
is
what
like
I mean?
in my group chat, everybody was mad at Stu last night. And I get it to a point, but then I was also saying, but guys, some of those chances shouldn't even have been chances in the first place. That's a
100%.
Bouchard giveaway. So do you want Skinner to stop him? Of course you do. But sometimes when a guy's coming in on a breakaway, he's going to score goals.
And there's also a difference between like a breakaway where a guy's on you, stick on your hips, you can hear the footsteps. Brodzinski could have stopped, gone to the bench, grabbed the iPad, been like, what's the scouting report on Stu? And then came back on the ice and scored. He was far blue line in breakaway.
Yep.
Yeah, I just think like it's for this team, it's frustrating because you had a team in the Rangers that can't score goals on the down 3-1.
All you had to do is not do dumbass shit and they wouldn't have scored.
Play a nice, clean, tight game that you've seemingly been able to do in the first periods.
They
of
did
games
against
and
Utah.
We're struggling, but yeah, didn't do it against the Rangers. Opportunity lost.
And again, I tweeted this after the Utah game when I was like, great final 40 for the Oilers. Their A game was dominant. Skinner settled in. And people were like, Skinner settled in. He faced like 13 shots. And it's like, we can't be always moving the goalposts on these guys either, right? And like, sorry, just to finish on this, like, you know, it's coming with Bouch where like he will have a 10-game stretch coming up. I guarantee you before Christmas, he'll have a 8 to 10 game stretch.
Oh, and like last night I tweeted, like, is anybody tracking breakaway stops versus goals? And a lot of people took that as me taking a shot at Skinner. I really wasn't. I was curious to know.
Stopped a breakaway last night.
He's probably somewhere in the middle.
And you
High
know,
danger save percentage, he's actually well above average this year.
the funny part about it is the fact that we even have the opportunity to think about that means the others are giving up way too many breakaways.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that you can kind of like run it back in your head, like, okay, no, he didn't stop the Connor Brown one. He didn't stop the Brodzinski one last night. And like the Barzell one is like, well, there's 3 I'm just thinking about in the moment. It's like, how many other ones were there? Way too many. There you go. And it's just like, they have to tighten up so bad. And that was the thing Tyler mentioned too, is like the analytics guys were like, well, what's Bouchard supposed to do? His save percentage is so low. Okay, well, he's giving the puck away so often.
Yeah.
In high danger areas, like, no shit.
Like your save percentage is going to be lower when you do nothing but face high danger looks.
Yeah, so it's just, I don't know. The argument's so...
And I was just kind of like last night, I'm like, guys, more than one person can be not great. It's not a singular problem. This is Stu's fault. This is Bouchard's fault. Like Bouchard did not play well last night, and I'm a huge Bouchard guy. Happens.
Yeah. And there
Sucks, but it happens.
There was other ones too, like if we want to just go through it quickly, like the second goal against where Skinner made the initial goal and then Braden Schneider scored. Well, if you look at it from the back angle of the goal, Braden Schneider was basically the last player to come into the zone, somehow gets himself into the slot untouched and gets a clean shot on goal.
Yeah.
So, well, how about you play some hard defense in front of your goalie who clearly is not up to the caliber that people think he needs to be at. And most times that's probably fair. Help him out. Like, Nuge, you got to stick on him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't give up all these crazy opportunities. It's just unnecessary. Like, last night in overtime, it's like a lot of people will point at Bouchard, and I think those people are probably right. Like, he should recognize that if he comes across, Miller's on his backhand, he has to make an incredible world-class pass to get us to wherever that winger was that Bouchard was covering. But also, Leon Draisaitl, I'll take a couple more strides. You want to be a Selke candidate? Play defense. So it's frustrating. Like, even Connor McDavid, like, where has he been? Like, I know he had a goal last game, but I think I covered a lot of average plays from him. Like, he needs to be way better. And again, like, Jack Roslovic, we've seen him literally, like, skate through players, like, a lot the last few games. He seems to be coming into a groove. It's like, okay, well, he can't be the only one that's actually making plays. Podkolzin was good last night. There was a few other players too. I'm talking a little just in generality, but it's just not been good enough from the Oilers' best players consistently.
It's funny. It's always funny how hockey is the sport where when things are going well and things are positive, it is the team game, and it is the team is clicking on all cylinders and nothing. It's very rare that you point at like one person and are like, that's the reason for their success. But then the other side of it, and as soon as things go bad, we are looking for a scapegoat every single time. And it just like, yes, there's going to always be individual performances that you can point at. But at the end of the day, the Edmonton Oilers need to be better than this on the whole. And you don't like when you're up 3-1 in the game, if you go up 4-1 in the game, they're gone. The Rangers are done and dead. And did we not have a power play early in the third before they scored their goal?
Yeah, we did, because Knobloch specifically pointed that out, saying how lazy and sloppy that power play was. And he thinks from there, that's where it trickled.
Yeah, because that was a good lucky call, because Adam Fox just laid out to, and Nurse just skated into him.
Yep. Which is a strategy.
Like, I mean, but if Chris Knobloch sees that and he thinks the power play was sloppy and it led to that goal, take a timeout.
Mm-hmm.
You sure the unit.
And that, but that's criticism that it forces you to have to think a little bit deeper than just, okay, the goalie let in some goals.
Yeah.
I'm mad at him. You have to think about it a little bit more as to the usage that Knobloch had in that game. We had 7 defensemen and we were still exposing Bouchard in overtime. Like it's
a lot of questionable moments from Knobloch. The one thing actually is a positive from the last couple of games, and you mentioned the Nurse goal, like where he was on the ice. Emberson had a pretty encouraging goal the other day too, like coming down the boards and like making himself an option. Like the defense has been interesting. But if I would think correctly, that's probably on like this new skills coach they have too, of like, hey, like look at it, like the ice is wide open, like utilize that a little bit more. So hopefully we can see the defenseman be a bit more active positively, I guess.
Also,
like
just
always on the blue line
to defend Stu a little bit. Carol Vejmelka gave up the exact same goal twice in a row to Draisaitl and then to Emberson. If that happened here, like the world would fall.
And actually, he would be an upgrade over Stu. I don't know if you heard about that.
Well, of course, everybody's an upgrade.
Yeah. It's so weird having you sit next to me.
I know.
Like you're just like doing hands signals and everything. And
I don't know. Well, like I don't know what to do with my hand. Normally, I'm typing.
Have you seen the movie, the Spider-Man movie, the second animated one they make?
Mm-hmm.
You seen that one?
Yes.
And they have, I think the character's called like The Void or something like that. That's exactly what you remind me of right now. And then you're doing like the same mannerisms and everything.
Maybe it is me.
Oh, I hope not, because he's just full of black holes.
Mm-hmm. Well, so am I.
All right.
Deep in my heart.
20 minutes into the pod, that's time to switch over to the news, which is brought to you by Odd Company Brewing and the Nation Beer Everyday Lager, a crisp, clean lager crafted not just for game day, but for every day. Find one by going to liquorconnect.com, punch in Odd Company Nation Beer, and the Liquor Connect app or Liquor Connect website will give you a map of all the different liquor stores that are carrying it right now.
Oh,
it's a seamless process. The Oilers go 5-4-3 in the month of October, gentlemen. So let's just do our classic little slap a letter grade on it. Points in 8 of 12. That's good. 5 wins, 7 losses. That could be construed as bad. Dan, give us your letter grade.
I'm going to give it a C-. I think that this team is, I've said it before on this podcast, I think they are who we thought they are, and they're a slow starting team. I don't think it's good enough for myself, so that's why I give it a C-.
Yeah, I was just trying to think if I could be a bit different from Dan, but I mean, it's probably just a C-. Like, what was that best game? Vancouver.
First game against Vancouver.
And then they gave us
the Utah
a good
game was pretty good.
Yeah,
last
turn that around.
That's
That's true. Similar to Calgary, good 40, bad 20, I guess. They've just not been consistent enough, and there's been probably more bad games they've got results in than good games they've got results in. Like, think of the Rangers game, the first one. That was bad. Bad quality, I guess. They got 2 points out of that. At Montreal, they got a bit lucky. You could argue that this Rangers game kind of counted that out, so I'll go minus one. C-. Yeah, -1.
Letter grade, -1.
Before I give my grade, what was the goalie ranking last night?
Okay, it was interesting. So I actually gave it a thumbs down. Based on the fact of like you gave up 4 goals. I feel like you needed a timely save. the third one. I'll specifically say the third one I think could have been a stop, but also too, you let a guy have a clean shot from the slot. However, Tyler walks me back. We landed on so-so. Like just
How'd you walk him back?
What's he supposed to do on the OT winner? Okay. Bouchard turnover. That third goal shouldn't have happened. You need to stop at some point, but when it's another turnover in front of you and it goes in, don't love it. Power play. If the power play comes through for them in overtime or at the end of the third period, much like that Calgary game to start the season, if the power play would have just scored for the Oilers in overtime, the narrative around Stuart Skinner is totally different from that game. So I just think
it should have been a 4-minute.
Yeah, and like I look like that too. I was just
Like,
pissed
what is
me
that?
off.
blood.
I just think the Oilers have had a couple of chances here to bail out their goalie, and I know people will hear them be like, "How about their goalie bails them out once in a while?" That Islanders game should not have been that close. He stole them one against the Rangers. He was good early on against the Rangers too. Yesterday, like making some big saves in tight. Like I don't know. I just think he was fine. Like he gave up one goal that wasn't even brutal. If you were to rank all the goals that he and Shesterkin gave up, where does that wrist shot from Taylor Radish rank? In terms of like how bad they were. Like I think
probably third on the game, I guess.
Third or fourth, yeah. So I don't know. I just think the team could have done a little bit better to help him out. So that's why I'm fine with so.
His expected goals too, which again, like I'm kind of off and on it, was 3. So what would you have given him?
In your rankings?
Yeah. Get into my mind. I
probably would have just gone thumbs down because there wasn't a clutch save somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And when you ultimately lose the game like that, sometimes you want your goalie to bail the players out. And there was so many mistakes that he did bail them out occasionally, but that third one, that one bothers me.
Not in the moment, I guess you could say. Like the big moment didn't show.
Yeah.
So
it was actually probably the hardest one I've had to grade this year.
That's fair. Monthly grade, I'd give it a C. They passed because they're above 500, but the same mistakes over and over again. It's
Yeah, I was going to go C+. Like, if they would have won one more game, like if they were 6-3-3, it's probably a B- month, honestly, because then your points percentage is right around the number you would need to be at least a playoff team. Right now, if they keep up this points percentage, they won't be a playoff team this year. And like, they'll obviously be fine. They're going to rip off 8 in a row at some point and be in a totally good position and be back to contending for the first top spot in the division, which BM, as you pointed out, I know games in hand are a thing, but you put in your notes, like, they're 2 points back of Vegas.
Yeah.
And they haven't played Vegas yet. Like, you win a head-to-head against Vegas, and all of a sudden you're laughing.
Yeah, I know. Like, games played, for sure. There's 2 games. The Oilers have played 2 games more than Vegas has, but it's still 2 points. They're right there.
This is why
they're not Calgary.
No, they're not.
Calgary's lost 10 of 12.
Yeah, Calgary, by the way, 2-8-2. Again, if Edmonton scores on that power play late in regulation, I know it's ifs and buts or whatever, but like Calgary could be 1-9-2 and the Oilers could be 6-3-3. Like,
that's why you shouldn't worry about October hockey.
Exactly.
The Oilers got out of it, playing poorly. What was it? 5-3-4 record, whatever you said, 5-4-3, whatever. They managed to get out of that like that. Imagine what they'll do when they actually play good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. It looks like that was the first time we haven't sold out a game in quite some time in that arena, according to
Hockey Ref.
Which one?
Hockey
Last
Ref. Yes.
I always have a hard time with announced attendances because
season tickets count, and like if you don't go, it still counts.
And like if someone buys up 20 seats and then they try to resell them, or it's like a company thing, and like are the suites full or are they not? I don't know. What was the number last night?
It was, sorry, I'm just trying to find the actual last time that
Dan's
we didn't
using his
sell.
laptop on the show for maybe the first time. Ever.
Well, since we were back in the day when I was originally the producer on this podcast.
So that would have been like 5 years ago.
He's crunching the numbers right now.
It's not going well, is what we're trying to
I
say.
think this might be the first time he's used a laptop.
It might be if you are. Last night was 17,787, and the capacity is 18,347.
So
the cheapest. I've seen tickets since probably like the game last.
Is Edmonton done with the Oilers?
Yeah, are we Ottawa?
A little bit of, and we're going to talk about this in the betting segment, but like, maybe a little Blue Jays, right? Like people are really dialed into the Jays run. The Oilers
I was talking to Matt Larkin. We were doing our call. I think this was on Wednesday. And I was like, how's the Leafs game on Tuesday? How many people were there? He goes, if there was 13,000 people there, I'd be surprised.
The other side of it too is, we had this conversation last year. just being like, did people spend too much money in the playoffs? And now they're trying to like be like, oh, do I need to go to the Rangers game on a Wednesday or Thursday?
I think that's why you've seen people cancel their season tickets. Is because they sit there and just go, I'll just go by game in the playoffs. And I'll be fine.
If you jack them up 15% every year, like there is a limit.
Oh, it looks like I found the last time that they didn't sell out. It was I just freaking lost it. Oh, no. Tampa Bay Lightning. Laptops. We lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning 7-4, and we had 300 less than capacity.
Do you know what's funny?
2023, December the 14th.
So they lost that 3 games in a row there, Tampa Bay, Florida, and New York. After that, they went on to win 20 in a row.
Yeah. 16 in a row.
16 in a row?
Yeah. And then it looks like they sold out ever since that.
It's probably a good way to kick things going.
Yep. Just don't put yourself in a position to need to win 16 in a row.
Yeah, that's fair.
But if you can, do it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Rattle them off.
It's a want, but not a need.
It'd be nice if it wasn't a need.
Tickets were cheap last night. People obviously weren't there. Did no one respect Adam Henrique's 1,000 game ceremony?
It was. I thought they did a good job.
They always do.
Yeah, it was good.
I thought it was good.
Well, it was the first time we've ever done it, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was cool seeing them give the when they were like bringing out the stuff like the sticks and like these little doors. It's just like, what is going on? Like just like stood right in front of the stage.
And then they when they got the jersey, the youngest daughter just went
and
tossed it, yeeted it.
When they took the family photo and the one youngest daughter had like the peace sign out and was like posing. I was like, that's sick. I also did get a little bit of a chuckle out of like, and now he will be presented with a custom Rolex, and now a custom painting, and now a silver stick, and now a diamond from Tiffany. And it's just like, all right, Jesus Christ, everybody.
Could have listed them all at once.
We could have just done it all at once. Like, he is being given an assortment of gifts from the Oilers and the NHL.
They're very expensive.
Yeah.
That is all you need to know.
They should have dressed up as the 3 wise men.
In the spirit of Halloween.
Who's given myrrh?
What is myrrh?
Myrrh.
I think it's a liquid.
All I know is somebody brought gold and the other 2 shitheads felt like assholes.
Yeah. Classic Bible humor.
He's like, you got gold? I've got frankincense. And these guys are like, nobody even knows what myrrh is.
What is myrrh?
There we go.
Liam will get to the bottom of it for us.
From the Bible.
I can almost see.
Myrrh is a gum resin.
Oh, delish.
Trees.
Congrats on your baby. Here's some gum resin. Yum, 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 yum. All right.
I can't imagine you chewing gum too. Gum boots or something.
Wrapping up on the news, big extension news out of the NHL. Martin Necas gets an 8-year, $11.5 million deal.
Weird.
Okay, is that... I admit I don't watch other teams a whole lot. Doesn't that seem high?
He's a point per game player since joining the Avs.
Okay.
He was a point per game player the year before with the Canes.
Okay. But they balked at Rantanen at like 12.
Yeah, well, I think the real story was Rantanen didn't want to sign in Colorado for 12. He maybe wanted 14, and he was eyeing up 14 as his number. So they trade him to Carolina, and he goes to Carolina and says, I want 14. And they go, we're not giving you 14, man. And then he plays bad there, goes to Dallas, and it's like, all right, tax-free state. He's now kind of had 2 teams tell him no to 14.
Yeah.
His value's low. And then I think that's why Rantanen ultimately settled on 12 with Dallas. So I think there's a bit more context there. It is funny to dunk on the Avs and be like, LOL, Rantanen's at 12, Necas is at 11.5. It's a bit much. He's 26 though, but it's a bit much.
Okay.
Good player, not a great player.
Okay. That's what
Fine signing, but not a great signing.
Who else that makes that much money?
Mitch
Pedersen.
Marner.
Pete.
Not
Elias
a good number.
Pedersen, correct.
Yeah.
Maybe a bad example right now.
Let's go, Petey.
But I was cheering for the other one.
Yeah, DPD.
I was
Kyle
cheering for
Connor
Crazy
got 12 on his deal with the Jets, which I would much rather have Kyle Connor than Martin Necas.
Yeah,
that's
seems
what I
like a
wanted
good
to
deal,
do.
actually.
Like I would have Connor over Necas.
I can pull it up here in a second.
I would have Necas over Pedersen.
Kempe over Necas?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't even know what the numbers are. I'm just obsessed with Kempe.
You do love Adrian Kempe.
He's an amazing player.
He's so good.
Okay, forwards who are in that range. Huberdeau's 10-5.
Perfect.
Necas.
Love that.
Pasternak's 11-2.
Pasta.
Signed a few years ago, though. Necas is 11-5. Nylander's 11-5.
Oh,
Nylander.
Petey.
Necas. Anyone.
Connor's 12. Rantanen's 12. Marner's 12.
I would take all 3 of those over Necas.
Yeah.
I would too.
Isn't it kind of funny that the Leafs are really having a hard time right now and nobody knows why? It's like, oh, you lost your best player for next to nothing. And what happened? You didn't replace him. Weird.
It is funny how you can just lose a 100-point player And the assumption is like, they'll be fine.
Yeah, that'll be fine. No
They'll
problem.
replace him. Matthew Nyes will just
To be
step
fair-
up and Bobby McMahon.
To be fair, they're actually
McCann.
scoring a lot in
But
defense of the Maple Leafs.
Matthews isn't scoring a lot.
Matthews isn't, but in even strength points in the NHL, they have 3 of the top 6 in the league. 3 of the top,
Who's
But who
scoring
they
for
beat?
them?
sorry. Yeah, 3 of the top 5 in the NHL.
So Nylander's obviously one of
Nylander,
them.
Tavares, and Nyes. No Matthews.
Okay, so Tavares is going to fall off.
And they're 29th in power play percentage. So
There you go.
that's where I think they really miss Marner is you're right. No one's there to feed Matthews on the power play.
Yeah, I just think it was like such an underrated thing that happened over the summer. It was just like, well, they got Nicholas Waugh.
Yeah.
It's like they got
He's a
something.
good player. He's a
great,
he's a fine
really
player. He's
solid
just
player.
not a 100-point guy. That's all.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I think that's fair. All right, boys, let's keep cruising along with the show. Let's get to our betting segment for our friends at Bet365.
Wahoo!
I didn't miss anything in the news, right? We kind of covered everything that went down.
I
Yeah,
can't see my
think-
prep.
Oh, actually, I have some news.
Oh,
Logan Cooley signed his new contract.
yeah, we haven't talked about
But
that.
that's not what I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
So Logan Cooley
It was
went
just
on
an amuse-bouche.
NHL.com, NHL Network, sorry, and was being interviewed. Did you guys see this?
No.
So I gotta find it. Pete Blackburn responded to the guy. But basically, Logan Cooley was wearing a T-shirt that said, "Utah, this is where shit is what it said. I'm pretty sure. Let me try and find it quickly.
This is where shit is?
Like he said something like that. Shit happens here or something.
This isn't the first day that Liam's been using a laptop on the
Something
podcast.
funny like that. And I can't remember the guy that did it. But
He's just scrolling
come on. I'm so
right
close.
through his timeline.
Tyler is looking for wildlife.
Killing time.
Logan Cooley.
Oh, while you find that story, here's a funny one.
Go ahead.
The Islanders healthy scratched Matt Barzal yesterday.
late.
Because he was late for a meeting.
Here it is.
So they decided to call up Cal Ritchie
Oh yeah.
from the American League. And then there was a storm and Cal Ritchie's flight got canceled. So he woke up in the morning and was like, I'm going to the NHL. Went to the airport and it was like, no, you're not. That's sad. Too bad.
That is sad.
So my Logan Cooley story. So Logan Cooley wore a T-shirt getting off one of the buses that says, "Utah, this shit nice as hell."
This shit makes
Okay, so there it is. So Logan Cooley
is
went
funny.
on NHL Network with Mike Rupp and someone else, and they asked him about it, and they pulled up the picture, and he started laughing, and he's like, "That is not the shirt I was wearing. Someone photoshopped that shirt."
No
And
way.
NHL Network got like punked by it. And he was laughing. He's like, "I didn't wear that, but that is awesome."
That's
and the
hilarious.
You should wear one.
no, he should. So the
Why would
guys,
they Photoshop that?
he was just making a joke.
Oh, okay.
Like the guy was just making a joke.
Oh, it was just like a person. It wasn't like it was a Utah.
It was just a guy who has 1,000 followers on Twitter. His name is Clubbers Till We Die, and he's a Utah fan. And yeah, he made that shirt.
This shit nice as hell.
The NHL Network caught on, and he only has 14,000 impressions.
Damn.
It didn't even go like that viral.
Yeah.
So quite funny.
That is good. All right, let's get to our betting talk for Bet365. Download the app today. Use the promo code NATION. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Let's talk a little World Series baseball. The Toronto Blue Jays coming in. They're dogs. Plus 120 on the money line. Dodgers coming at minus 140. Jays plus 135. If you want to take them plus a run and a half, the over-under is set at 7.5. Boys, what's your confidence level in our Toronto Blue Jays heading into Game 6 of the World Series tonight?
I think it gets done tonight.
I think it does too.
I think with Gosman on I'd like where I'm nervous is that Yamamoto's pitching. I think if they can get his pitch count up, get to the bullpen, that's the ticket.
That's been the key. Yeah, pretty much all series too. And like Yamamoto, they had some chances on him in game 2 early and they just couldn't get the big hit with the bases loaded or a runner on second. And then Yamamoto settled in and cruised. So I think that first time through the order is huge for them to be working counts. Really good news for the Blue Jays is that George Springer is back in the lineup tonight for game 6. He's back in his leadoff spot. The order is
Where's
going
he playing though?
DHing. So Bo's back at second.
Okay.
So it's going Springer, Lucas, Vladdy, Bo. That's your starting 4. And Bo's at
Okay.
second base.
I know there's
okay.
probably the worry of Bo at second. But against a pitcher like Yamamoto, you probably need as many bats as you can get, right?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, because if George is back, he has to be DH.
yeah. So he's only going to bat probably
I'm
three
a little
times. maybe
worried
twice.
about Bo at second just because he's not moving well.
It's not moving great, but again, you need his bat against Yamamoto.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You need Gosman to throw a gem regardless, and then you need bats to get to Yamamoto. A couple of player props, maybe if you want to dabble in the home run market. Addison Barger plus 650. BM, you wrote down here that he's also plus 210 to go 2+ bases. I kind of like that bet.
I really really like that bet. And I also like my Vladdy bet I had on there. I don't remember what it is right now.
You had him 2+ bases at +115. I kind of like Vladdy. You can get him over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at -125. He's hit that in 3 straight and 4 of 5 in the World Series.
You know Vladdy's going to be jacked up tonight, too.
Yeah, and man, that home run to kick off Game 5 was just unreal.
Oh, man.
Him and Davis.
Davis Schneider, first pitch of the game, lifelong dream fulfilled.
Mm-hmm. If you do think the Blue Jays can potentially finish this one off tonight,
the fact that their dog's at home is I know Yamamoto's pitching. I get it. Totally get it. But the vibes are real. And they're good.
The Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. came into the World Series +1,000 to win MVP. He's now all the way down to -200. The Jays, obviously, -240 here to win the series. Much better value on just betting them to win tonight as underdogs. And then if you lose that, bet on them to win tomorrow as probably underdogs again.
It's done today.
I think so too. Jays to win 4-2 in the series.
I think Gosman's going to throw a gem.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a pitcher's duel. But if the Jays can be patient, get the pitch count up, get to the bullpen, it's going to be good news. Get to the bullpen.
Get to the bullpen. That's the key to victory. Anything else on the baseball front?
I'm just excited. There's the opportunity for that city to go bananas. It's Friday night. It's Halloween.
It's lined up too perfectly.
It's lined up so perfectly for just absolute chaos in Toronto tonight. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Eli's going.
He has tickets.
Yeah, he got tickets.
To the game?
Yeah, so when the lottery opened, he got in. So he got face value tickets for tonight.
No way. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Pretty wicked.
That's awesome.
For those wondering, that's not tomorrow. What the heck?
You want me to give you Oilers Hawks odds?
Sure, why not?
Tomorrow night, Saturday Night Hockey, HNIC.
Can I guess the line?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to say money line, Oilers -220.
Liam?
I was going to say 240.
I looked at
Actually, no, -300.
-310.
Yeah.
No way.
Puck line is only -120, which is weird because the Hawks are actually somewhat decent.
For now.
Yeah.
They're having a good year, but Spencer Knight's a good goalie too. That was a good trade they made.
What was that again?
Disgruntled Seth Jones. And they got Knight and a pick, I think, for him. Like a really nice deal. Because Jones did not want to be there anymore.
And that pick ended up being no one yet. It's this year.
And the Panthers fans still chant Knight during their anthem.
They really don't know what they're talking about down there.
No.
All right, there you go. That is the betting segment. Little World Series baseball tonight and tomorrow. Edmonton and Chicago in downtown Edmonton. Another home game for the Oilers to get things right back on track.
They need to win that one. That one's Chicago, they're playing fine. I give them credit for it, but flex a little bit. Want to be a cup contender, this is a game you have to win.
I'm with you. Ask the Idiots time. Ooh, I get to host Ask the Idiots. This is exciting. It's brought to you by Swiss Donair, home of the old school Donair with options if you want some flair. Open for 25 years and now open 7 days a week. The pride of the North Side. Swiss Donair is great for your events at home or the office. Check out their location at 8308 144th Ave Northwest or order online at swissdonair.com. First one we got up. This one comes in from Dan, not the Dan on this podcast, probably a different Dan. Everyone on this podcast is cheering for the Blue Jays, but I could never support a team from Toronto. Why support the center of the universe, BM?
I grew up a Jays fan. There's pictures of me as a little kid. I had an uncle who lived in Toronto. He used to always send me Jays stuff. So I just liked it. I used to watch it all the time with my dad. I had a probably 6 or 7 year gap where I kind of took a backseat, but now I'm back in. It's been the last 4 years of at least 100 games a year, probably. So I'm in. I love it.
Yeah, and I'll piggyback on that. I grew up playing baseball, loving baseball, probably my favorite sport. I loved baseball growing up. There's one team that is on national TV in Canada. It's the Blue Jays.
Unless you had... what would it have been?
Peachtree or TBS or whatever.
Watch the Braves all the time.
You get some Braves games, but they're on national TV. They are Canada's team. There's a maple leaf in their logo. I know people roll their eyes because they're from Toronto. Toronto's the biggest city in Canada, so it makes sense that the one baseball team's there. And whatever. I know there's Expos fans who don't like the Jays, and I can understand if you're yuck, Toronto. But I think if you grew up a baseball fan in this country, with the exception of maybe some people from Seattle, you're either a weird bandwagon Yankees Red Sox guy, or you support Canada's team and the team that's on national TV, the Jays. Liam?
What you said. I mean,
nothing else to
there's
add.
not really any other reason. Aaron's a Braves fan because, like you said, he watched him on Peachtree.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
If I had another choice, I probably would pick a different team, but because they are the only show in town. It's just like I wasn't a Toronto Raptors fan when the Vancouver Grizzlies were in the NBA. I was a Grizzlies fan. But
So like if there was a Vancouver team, you'd be the Vancouver.
probably, yeah. But I'd be fully on board with what you're saying about anti-Toronto. But in this scenario, we don't have any other options. So I'm going to support the Toronto Blue Jays. I did, however, used to support the Athletics, the Angels, and the Expos because that was Edmonton's farm team. We were the farm team for those different franchises.
And again, that would also like make sense if you grew up being like, I was such a big Trappers fan. And if that was like the era in which you grew up, you went to Trappers games at TELUS Field.
John Ducey Park.
Oh yeah, John Ducey Park still, yeah. And then it was like, oh man, you'd watch your favorite players go from AAA to the majors. So I'm an Angels fan, I'm an A's fan, whatever it is. Like, yeah, that makes sense. But like being a Jays fan just makes sense if you're a ball fan in this country.
For me, it was really that I had an uncle in Toronto and he just loaded me up with Jays stuff when I was little.
Yeah.
It's really what it is.
All right, Mark with this one. Oh boy. If the Oilers were a horror movie right now, what would the title be and who would be the first to die in it? Ooh, everybody take a second. We got to think about this. I will say this.
Go ahead.
If they were a horror movie, Evan Bouchard would be the one who goes missing at the beginning and everyone's like, oh my God, he's dead. And then he comes back at the end and saves the day.
Or he's the killer the whole time.
Or he's that, but he does something like hilariously stupid in like scene 2 and he's gone and you're like, well, he's dead. And then at the end, he like gets the killer and like, he's the hero.
I don't have a spooky title.
So bad at the title ones.
Me too.
But I think of the Michael Jackson song, Man in the Mirror. Because for a lot of these losses, the Oilers are ruining it themselves.
Man in the Mirror could be the title.
That's the title.
Yeah.
And who dies first? I hate to say it. It's probably Matthias Janmark.
Wow. Is that BM or Liam under that costume?
I can't think of anybody else.
I have a good one who would die first for one sole reason. Sacrifice. Jake Wallman would sacrifice himself for the betterhood of the team.
Like he does with his block shots.
He does with his block
I
shots.
see what you did there. I see what you did
I
there.
went on a meaner way.
What would I call it? I don't know.
The killer's in the house, similar to the Man in the Mirror, but like
The killer.
killer's in the locker room.
Oh, the killer is among us or something.
Yeah.
Like that. The murderer among us, featuring the Edmonton Oilers. Da, 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 da.
Dan?
Yeah, the naming of I've been thinking of trying to come up with a name the whole time. It's just like, I don't know. It's kind of like the Cloverfield monster, but it's just the Rogers Place monster. And the first person to die is Stuart Skinner. And then he comes back later on and haunts the rest of the crew when they've replaced him.
This one comes in from Dean. It's a Halloween edition of Kill Bang Mary. Full-size chocolate bar, bag of chips, can of pop.
Oh, kill Pop.
I might...
Man, so wrong. Go ahead.
I might kill
What's
the...
the rest of them?
I might... Oh, we're talking just like when you're trick-or-treating, though.
Yep. We're doing an F, Marry, Kill here.
I would kill the can of pop, bang the full-size chocolate... Marry the full-size chocolate bar, bang the bag of chips.
I would do the chips and the chocolate bar the other way around.
Kill the bag of chips. Bang the can of pop.
Yeah, because you can only have it once. That makes sense.
And then I'm going to get married to the chocolate bar.
I'm going to kill the chocolate bar, bang the pop, marry the chips. I'm a big chips guy. Love them.
Yeah, I love chips.
Thank you,
I
Dean.
just think the chips get smashed in your bag. too
Yeah, they
easily.
do.
It's a good
You know
point.
what? I enjoy some crummies.
Who is the world's... This one comes in from James. Who is the world's greatest horror movie villain? Hand up. This will be a surprise to no one. Don't really watch horror movies. Michael Myers, I guess. He's probably the most famous.
Easy.
But
There you go.
is it?
Yeah, Freddy maybe.
Freddy's also a good one.
It-
I'm a big Pennywise guy.
yeah,
That's
Pennywise.
it. Pennywise the clown.
I always thought it was just a person in a clown suit terrorizing people. I didn't know the plot
He's
of the
a
movie.
demon.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yep.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert.
I'll
Damn.
say Mike Myers is mine.
Like
I
Myers.
have literally only
As
ever
like-
watched one horror movie in my life.
Mike Myers is like Austin Powers,
Yeah, Austin Powers.
or maybe the
Love Guru?
The Love Guru.
I actually
That was
stuck
creepy.
around for the entire movie of The Exorcism of Emily Rose,
Oh boy.
and I will never do it again.
I think I saw
It's
that
just
too.
a bit. I don't get horror movies.
I, like the idea, like I say that I can terrify myself on a good day better than any horror movie ever could. Like if I hear a sound upstairs,
Yeah.
I can create a whole scenario in which I'm going to die, and I can play that out in my head and game it out to the point where I'm just going to stay in the basement for the rest of the night.
Everyone has a plan of what they would do if like an intruder broke into their house and what they...
Grab
their-
my missus, throw them in front, I run.
There you go.
Right?
I always tell Amber, I'm like, if we ever heard someone break into our house, We got like a real big dresser that's like 3 feet from our door. I'm like, you and I just get up, push the dresser to the door.
I have
Bang.
a golf club under my bed.
Just always in bed with you. Not under the bed, in the bed.
In the bed.
Yep. Snuggle.
No, I like my favorite horror movie is It because I love Stephen King and that's a great book.
Big fan of the book.
I've read half the book. I've seen both of the movies.
All right. Let's get to our hot and cold performers. Then we're also going to have to do score predictions. No one won our score predictions last week, by the way.
Dan's still up.
There are 2 things that we need to let the people know about before we get to the end of the show. The first is that the Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament is back at the beautiful Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge, January 23rd to 25th. This January is 2026. 3 days of pure hockey paradise on beautiful Lake Mildred, surrounded by your crew, the Rockies, and us, the Nation team. It's a 4-on-4 pond hockey tournament right in the heart of Jasper. Sign up your team today. The CHE hockey folks do an awesome job with it as well. It is so much fun. If you head to nationgear.ca, there's a spot on there to register. So shout out to the Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament. And also wanted to give some love to our new friends at The Sauce. Ryder and Lisa's show starts on Monday, 8 to 10 a.m. every weekday on the Oilers Nation YouTube. They're bringing a bit of a different flair to our community here. It's not going to be an Oilers-centric show. It's a YEG community-centric show with an Oilers angle. They'll talk lots of sports and Oilers. Ryder loves the Jays and obviously the Oil, and so does Elisa. Reese is producing it.
Here's Reese.
Are you excited, Reese?
It's gonna be awesome. Start your morning.
I'm excited for you, buddy.
Yeah. You guys are going to do a great job. Shout out to The Sauce.
Although I don't know if I agree with Lisa's blind rankings from O&E today.
I didn't either. I just didn't want to call her out.
So
like,
what did
New
you guys
Year's
like?
to me, I could not give 2 fucks less about New Year's.
Yeah, I New Year's isn't for me either.
I'm in bed early.
I liked what you said about Halloween. It's very true.
Halloween, well, if I'm 20, Halloween would have been up there.
True. But now we're not.
Nation Christmas Party, I'd probably say is number 1 for me.
I just think
At this stage of my life?
Christmas parties in general are just awesome.
They're fun.
Yeah.
And then birthday, I don't really care. Although my 40th birthday was awesome because we were in Vegas.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
And then what was the 5th one?
St. Patrick's Day.
Couldn't care less.
Waste of time.
I couldn't figure out St. Patrick's Day or New Year's, which is dead last for me. I couldn't care less about either. Although St. Patrick's Day is my missus' birthday, so I should know that.
Yeah, I'm not a big St. Patrick's Day guy. I think it's kind of pointless.
St. George's Day for me.
What is it even for?
It's
We
Rick's
got rid of the
birthday.
snakes or something?
Rick's
I think
birthday.
it's just for Rick's birthday.
Don't
I always
It's a waste of time.
and for Chicago to poison their river every year
Yeah.
with
Kill them
green
fish.
paint.
Hot and cold performers, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
We will start with our veggies. BM, since you're not hosting, I'm even going to let you go first. Reese, you got your buttons ready? All right, Reese is good to go. BM, your cold performer of the week.
This costume I'm wearing right now.
Sweaty?
You're watching no, it's not sweaty. I'm supposed to be able to see through this. And I feel like I just have real bad cataracts because I can't see anything. Like Liam's screen is beside me. I see the glow of it, but what he's looking at, I have no idea. So for you, company, I don't remember what you're called, to say this is a see-through costume, you lied. You lied to me.
Are you thrilled? I'm not.
That's okay.
Is that coming up on the screen?
Hit it, Reese.
Are you thrilled? I'm not.
I'm not.
Not thrilled. Liam.
My cold performer of the week goes to the government. You do not control us. Danielle. Hit it, Reese.
Word.
And again.
Word.
Again.
Word.
Again.
Word.
Thanks.
4 worsts.
One more
Dan.
for good luck.
Well
Worse.
worth it.
Thanks.
I'm going to double down on that one.
No, can't. Got to pick a new one.
Yep, sorry, Alberta for Bill 2, and then the ramming through of Bill 2 without using the democratic process whatsoever. The UCP government gets my cold performer of the week for what they did to 51,000 teachers in this province.
What the hell is going on?
I don't see why you guys have a problem with removing constitutional rights. It just seems like a very normal thing to do.
You guys liked your Charter of Rights and Freedoms at one point, didn't you?
Yeah. Just,
Now they're just optional.
Yep.
What was that noise?
I was shaking up, lowering volume.
He was using the notwithstanding
smart
clause
man.
on the back.
Tyler, cold performer of the week.
Yeah.
My cold performer of the week is the fact that I had to get out to my car this morning. I had to scrape the windshield off.
Oh, that's because you don't have a garage.
I don't have a garage. Well, not one big enough that the truck fits in. But I had to scrape my windshield off today, and that's really upsetting me, Reese.
Boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh
How do you
boy.
say garage? I like how that sounds.
Flipping the script, our hot performer of the week. Dan, you can go first.
I am going to just give it to these Toronto Blue Jays for doing what they've done in a situation where it was really truly a David versus Goliath kind of matchup. I said it ahead of the series. It felt like it was the year that Daryl Sutter was quoted as saying, we're all just fighting to see who gets swept by the Colorado Avalanche. It really felt like that with this LA Dodgers team. But this Toronto Blue Jays team has gone out and had some of the most exciting baseball I've ever seen in my life. 2 home runs back to back to open a game. Like, I was in shock, and I'm not a Dodgers fan. I can't imagine what it would have been like to be at that stadium. You get hyped up, you're excited for that opening pitch, and it's a dinger, and then it's a dinger right after that. 3 pitches in, you're already demoralized. Wonderful start, amazing story. It's been cinematic from start to finish, so the Blue Jays get my hot performer of the week.
Pour it on!
Pour it on, indeed. Liam?
My hot performer of the week. I don't really have one, to be honest. I do like Halloween, and I'm excited to, last year we had like 160 kids. So I'm excited for the chaos that'll ensue tonight. I'm hoping to get home late enough that they're all gone.
Put some respect on my name.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Well, there's 2. Number 1, we talked about on Tuesday. Everybody that came in the nation vacation in Vancouver, shout out to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. We don't get to do these trips without you. And conversations were great. We had a bunch of tub sessions together. We packed a bar together. We had a good time at the game together. So thank you to all of you. And then just to double up on what Dan said, this Blue Jays run has been so much fun. I haven't missed a pitch. We've been texting a lot, Tyler. The betting has been fun. Talking about baseball with people in my life that don't normally care about it has been fun. And I just can't wait to see them get it wrapped up tonight.
Woo! Friday, baby. Yeah, let's celebrate
I like
Friday.
the ding in there too.
Woo!
I don't think the listeners are getting that, though. Yeah, they're not. It's just like
dang.
the monitor sound.
Well, you're getting a ding in there.
Yeah, my hot performer of the week is going to be Trey Savage. I mean, this dude is setting
Unreal.
record after record. And like I said it today at Hart Levine, and he kind of laughed at me, but like, we might be sitting here 20 years from now being like, man, one of, if not the greatest pitcher in Blue Jays history. Like, he's that good. His stuff is that nasty. And I know, whatever, there's one-hit wonders in baseball all the time. But like, what Trey Savage is doing is insane. And I love what you said. People who are on this Jays bandwagon, I love it. I love people in my life who didn't watch baseball or kind of cared about baseball. Now all of a sudden are like watching every pitch and freaking out about every game. So it's been awesome. Not only have I never seen one of my teams win a championship in my life, this is only the second night of my life where my teams had a chance to win a championship. The other one, obviously, well,
I think they canceled the game the last
yeah,
one.
they canceled that one. But anyways, Trey Savage, the Jays, and the Jays bandwagon, hot performer.
The big guy is smoking hot.
He is smoking hot. And then, like, the other thing about Savage too, that was his 8th major league game.
Yeah.
3 in the regular season, 5 in the playoffs. It's just unreal performance by a guy who's 22 years old.
I saw it coming, though.
You did?
I did. You saw my bet. 8 strikeouts.
Oh, yeah, you did. You call it. You
did. Dan had a bold bet.
I ladder bet him 5Ks, 6Ks, 7Ks, and I stopped at 7. But boys, we're going to do a double score prediction. Give me your Oilers score for tomorrow night and your Jays score for tonight.
I'll say 3-1 Jays.
And Oilers?
Oh, yeah. 5-2 Oilers.
Okay, Dan?
I think that the Jays get it done tomorrow night, so I'm going to say 3-2 Dodgers tonight.
And
I know.
Always do
I think
this
they
to
get it
us.
done in Game 7.
I'll put
predicted it
Jays
right
and
from
7 in the
start.
bracket.
And then against the Blackhawks, I'm going to be bold and say we win 7-1.
7-1. What a Saturday night that would be.
I'm going to go, I think it's going to be low scoring. 2 very good pitchers up tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go 4-2 Jays. And then tomorrow for the Oilers, I'm going 6-3 over Chicago.
6-3 over Chicago. Reese, since you're here, you can give us your Jays and Oilers. You'll take Reese or Rick's pick for this week.
I got 6-2 Jays winning tonight,
Whoa.
and the exact same thing.
Matching 6-2 wins, Reese. Wow. I'm going to say 5-4 Oilers tomorrow night. They'll win a nail biter, and the Jays will also win a nail biter 4-3 tonight. I think they'll get out to a good start. They'll go down 1-0. They'll get up like 3-1. The Dodgers will make it close, and then the Jays will get a big hit, and there'll be a clutch, one of those big clutch moments that'll live on forever.
I just have this feeling that they chase Yamamoto earlier than expected.
Yeah.
And it's not because necessarily they're hitting him around a lot, just that his pitch count gets out of control by like the 4th inning.
And then here's a really fascinating thing is Dave Roberts said Shohei Ohtani could be available out of the bullpen. But what's interesting about that is if they bring in Ohtani out of the
He won't
bullpen,
be able to bat.
as soon as they can bring him in, but if they take him out off the mound, he can no longer bat. They forfeit the DH spot.
Oh, so that the Ohtani rule is only when he starts.
It's only when he starts.
So I've always wondered that if he was to come into a game, how would he warm up?
That's the tough part about trying to, you'd have to time it up in an inning where like, okay, he's the last out.
Yeah.
Like it's so hard to get him in as a relief pitcher that I think Dave Roberts was bluffing.
Well, he also said he was going to go to a position player in the 18th inning.
And he was like obviously lying about that. Yeah.
See, he fell the other day.
Yeah.
He fell.
He fell.
He
He running
raced.
bases. He tried to race someone. He tripped.
Oh,
It was
man.
pretty good.
Honorary hot performer just before we shut it down. What was that guy's name? The 80-year-old man that took the baseball to the melon?
Oh yeah.
And Buck Martinez is just being like, you should have brought your glove to the ballpark. I fucking laughed so hard because this old man's like, all these people are attending to him and that's Buck's answer. It made me laugh so hard. I love Buck.
By the way, Schneider says both Trey Savage and Shane Bieber could be used out of the bullpen tonight. Ooh, spooky if you're a Dodgers player. Okay, that's a wrap on this Friday edition of Oilers Nation Radio. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope you all enjoyed our costumes. If you're one of the people who watches on YouTube, go Jays, go Oilers. We'll see you all next Tuesday. Have a good weekend.
Die, Bart, die.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.